What's going on, everybody? We are live. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me know if everybody can hear me okay. Wanted to go live this afternoon and kind of just talk a little bit about Keel Infrastructure. Kind of go over a little bit more in depth about the price upgrades they received. I did post a video about it yesterday, I think it was, but I kind of just want to read over the article with you guys also. And just kind of go over a broad look of the market, see what the markets are looking like today. We got mixed emotions in the market. Some sectors are doing good, others not so hot. But hope everybody's doing well. Let everybody file in here before we get going, and we will kind of get everything off and started. Let me know what everybody's feeling today. Did y'all buy anything today? Once everybody files in here, we'll kind of get started. And what I want to kind of go over is just take a broad look at the markets. And then I got some stuff pulled up here. We're going to talk about the Keel price upgrades. We're going to look at some of the price targets that analysts have for Keel Infrastructure. And then I kind of want to just go over this new portfolio for my subscribers. We'll kind of go over that and touch on that a little bit and let you guys know what that's about. And we'll go from there. So starting off, welcome, everybody. Drop it down in the comments if y'all can hear me okay. I just want to make sure my volume is good to go. And as soon as I get some confirmation on that, we will get started. Hope everybody is doing well. Oh, cat just walked up to the window and scared the shit out of me. Let me know down in the comments if y'all can hear me. Thumbs up. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. I think I can see my little green bar down there going. So we'll just go ahead and get started. So, summarize what's going on. What's up? Okay, I'll kind of go over what I see and kind of give my thoughts on everything. But so far, looking at the markets here, you can see the S&P right now is down about almost 1.5%. The Qs are down 2%. The Russell's down about 1%. And it's like I was saying earlier, not everything in the market's down, right? Everybody's fleeing to the safety assets right now. You can see energy's really doing well. You got Exxon up 2%, Chevron up 1.5%, ConocoPhillips up 2%. So not all sectors are doing awful. You also got healthcare up, industrials, and really that's about it. Everything else is down pretty heavily. Communication services down about 3%. You're Mr. Keel. I love your videos. Bill, I am always commenting. Hey man, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Everybody. That's why I do this, is to keep everybody in the loop, and I just enjoy making these videos. And I really appreciate y'all watching. If y'all didn't watch, I wouldn't really have the motivation to make the video. So y'all are a big part of it, and I really appreciate it. Let's see. Hi, I have shares in Keel. What sale price should I put? I bought at 7. Well, here's the thing. If you're looking for a sell price, I'm not, I have price targets, but I don't really have prices to sell at, right? The way I look at it is I sell when the moment is right. I don't really sell when the price is right? Now, depending on when you bought, if it runs and you're happy with those profits, then sell then, right? But if you think the thing can keep going and your thesis hadn't played out fully, then I wouldn't sell it at all, right? And I'm going to be going over some price targets here in a minute and kind of give you guys an idea of what we could expect. What's your current price target for Keel by end of year? So for end of year, I've really done some deep thought about this, and it's really going to boil down to what happens with their Q2 earnings coming up. And I will be live for that, hopefully. I know they're doing their call in the morning time. But end of year, now there's different scenarios that can happen for Keel, right? If they come out and they have said in their past interviews, their CEO has said, look, we're going to have 3 lease deals coming out. We're going to do more expansion and stuff like that, right? If they don't get those lease deals signed and say they only get like maybe one signed, two maybe, then I think $10 by end of year could be, a conservative estimate if they don't come out and continue the growth like they say they're going to do. Now, if they come out and deliver on all things, and they come out and say, "Look, we started construction at Moses Lake. We signed a lease deal for Moses Lake. We signed lease deals for the other whatever," then this thing could go well above $10. I think it could go 20, 30, maybe even 40 by end of year if they hit on all cylinders, right? And they keep scaling out of their Bitcoin mining stuff as well. I have 6.5K shares in Keel. That's a good position right there, man. Great position. Even I can hold for a year. Yeah, see, Keel is not a short-term play. Keel is definitely, now listen, could it go up and you could make money in the short term? Of course you could, right? Of course you could, but with me and my thesis in Keel, it is not a short-term play. It's a multi-year play. I'm going to be holding it at least until end of 2027 because that's when the real growth is going to come, right? They're pre-revenue. They're not really going to have any major revenue until they're up and running. And that's not going to really happen until 2027, 2028 and beyond. So, you got to keep that in mind as well. You have to keep that in mind as well. And I'll go over that more when we look at the price targets. But again, overall market, the S&P 500 is down about 1.5%. Q's down 2%. The broader market's not looking great, right? We do have some stocks like Keel Infrastructure and some of the data center plays that are looking good today, but the indexes aren't looking so hot. All right. Also, I did want to bring up the oil. This is another big reason we're seeing, some shakiness in the market, right? Is oil is above $90 now, right? Let's see. Let's just look over the past 5 days. It was just at $78 last week. So with everything going on in Iran, look, it just ticked up to $93. It just continues to go up. Like today, it is up 7%. Oil is up 7% in a day. That's crazy. So that's what's freaking a lot of people out. And a lot of people are fleeing to safety. A lot of people are fleeing to the oil names, as you can clearly see right here. The energy sector is doing well today. And in the past 6 months, it's up almost 30% because of all the shit going on overseas. So it's tough to say right now, right? It's tough to say what's going on. It's all going to come down to geopolitics, and that's really something I don't really have any much interest in. I just buy quality names and hope for the best, really. But yeah, oil 93.05. It's definitely not good. We need to keep this back. We need to keep it at least under 90, 80, at least under 80, for stocks to do well. Okay. Jumping into, so if y'all didn't know, if any of y'all watched my past video the other day, which I'm sure a lot of you did, because y'all do follow the channel quite religiously. BTIG initiated coverage on Keel, and they gave them a price upgrade, which is bullish, right? Here lately, Keel Infrastructure has been getting massive, massive exposure. And that's really all you can ask for in a small name like this, right? Just a couple of weeks ago, even a month ago, Keel was just a name flying under the radar, right? It wasn't even in the Russell 3000. Now we got Jim Cramer's crazy ass talking about it on CNBC. We got multiple different analyst firms coming out and giving price upgrades on Keel. People are bullish, and it's good to see. So I'm going to kind of just read over this article with you guys to kind of just go more in depth to why they did this initiation. So BTIG initiated coverage on Keel Infrastructure with a buy rating and price target of $8. And look at here, even if it goes to $8, that's still a great move, right? That's still a high percentage move, especially, even if you bought in at $5, that's still a good percentage move. But again, I hope if you're in Keel Infrastructure, you're in it for the long term, and you're in it for, to let the growth story play out, right? And not just in it for a quick moonshot, right? Could it do that? Of course it could, but if you hold for multi-years, I really think Keel has the potential, if they do execute on everything that they're talking about, it has the potential to change a lot of people's lives. If your position is big enough and you hold long enough and you don't sell out on a 100% pump or a 30% drop, right? You have to hold these names multiple years, and you have to have, goals set, right? You don't, because if you don't have goals set and you don't have high conviction in these names, you'll never make it to a 10x. You just won't. That's just plain and simple. It sucks, but that's just how investing is, right? It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be out here making shit tons of money, right? Anyway, citing the company's power portfolio and positioning in the data center market. So this is another thing that I was talking about in my videos, is when I did a video comparing Soluna and Keel, and I was talking about how Keel has the premium real estate over Soluna, in my opinion, right? And that's kind of what these bigger investment firms are seeing, is their power portfolio and positioning in the data center market. They have great real estate for their data centers, and they have incredible pipeline supply if they get it running. And people are taking note of that. And, it's not just a fantasy story, like it's a real thing, and people are actually taking note of that. The stock currently trades at about 465, suggesting potential upside of about 72%. So from where it is today, and if it just goes to $8, that's a 72% gain. Like, that's not anything to shake a stick at. Like, that's great money, right? But if you hold, it could be greater money, right? I just don't want to see people sell out too early, because I see it over and over and over and over. People get in a name because they're bullish on it. It gets a lot of hype. They sell out way too early, and then the stock runs, 10x, and then they're kicking themselves because they're like, man, well, I sold for a 50% gain. It's just a hard game to play. But you also run the risk of holding it too long. And if a stock don't do what it's supposed to do, the company don't do what it's supposed to do, then you could be left holding the bag. That's what makes this so risky when we're investing in small caps. But it is what it is. We're taking that risk, right? Okay. According to Investing Pro data, Keel appears overvalued relative to its fair value estimate, though the company has attracted a strong buy consensus from analysts tracking the stock. The firm noted that hyperscalers, neoclouds, and AI enterprise customers signed approximately 10 co-location contracts totaling around 2 gigawatts this year through the publicly traded companies it tracks. That figure nearly matched the roughly 13 contracts totaling about 3 gigawatts signed last year, according to BTIG's second quarter 2026 data center quarterly. BTIG expects Keel Infrastructure to secure multiple opportunities across its powered sites in the medium term. See, medium term, not short term, right? They're expecting them to secure multiple opportunities because they're putting their projections off of what the CEO has said. So this all goes back to say, if they can't deliver, and if the CEO can't deliver on what he said, it's going to piss a lot of people off, and it's going to dump the stock hard. But you got to be ready for that. So if they don't deliver on what they've said and they dump the stock hard, are you going to sell out or are you going to buy? It's all going to depend on the information they give, right? The company's power portfolio stems from its origins as a cryptocurrency miner before it rebranded from Bitfarms to Keel earlier this year. The firm said securing its initial HPC co-location contract remains the immediate focus for Keel Infrastructure. The company has more than 1 gigawatt of capacity under study. BTIG said it is bullish on Keel Infrastructure based on its power portfolio, which the firm expects will help the company secure its first co-location contract and enable additional co-location opportunities. The stock has delivered a remarkable 252% return over the past year. Keep that in mind, right? There were people, and some of y'all might be those people, that did experience the damn near 300% return on Keel already, right? Keel's still up a lot. Keel is still up massively. So you always got to keep that in the back of your mind as well. Indicate the company is not expected to be profitable this year, For deeper insights into Keel's financial health and growth prospects, investors can access, blah, 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 blah. So in other recent news, Keel Infrastructure has made several notable announcements. The company has appointed PricewaterhouseCoopers, Jesus, as a new independent registered public accounting firm for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. Following its redomicilification from Canada to United States, this decision included the dismissal of PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP as the company's previous auditor. This isn't really anything important. Is Keel undervalued or a trap? Gut instinct isn't enough. Our fair value. Fuck you! You're trying to sell stuff. Okay, but anyway, so that's the price target, right? That's what everybody was talking about over the past couple of days. Is they got a new price target from BTIG, and this kind of just goes over BTIG's thesis about why they are giving them this price target and why they're interested. And they just go over and say the power portfolio and the positioning in where their data centers are located, right? So they're confident that they can get some co-locations and some lease deals signed by the end of the year, which is bullish. Okay, moving on. So this here is just going to be the price targets, really, the 12-month forecast, and this is on Tip Ranks. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. So the average price target is $6.83, right? That's just where the stock's been. That was its previous high, a little bit over that, but anyway, lowest price target is at $4.50, and we were just there, and we traded under that, but I did another live stream a couple of weeks ago, and I was looking at the Keel chart, and where it bounced was the absolute perfect support level for Keel. Yes, just like Edgy here said, price target coverage from banks and hedges. It's a great thing. It's a very important thing because it gives exposure, right? You can have a small stock and think this is going to be the moonshot, but if it don't get coverage from anybody, it's not going to get known. People aren't going to find it, right? Yes, you have the degens like us that are in the trenches looking for good companies, but that's one thing. But target price combined, yeah, exactly. It's very important to be getting analysts following the company. It's the first step in getting traction in the overall investing landscape, right? It's very important. And it's just so cool to see. So when I first got into Keel, it was just a small name nobody knew about. It was pre-Russell 3000. And nobody was talking about it, really. Nobody was talking about it. And it's so cool to see that the evolution, right? Now you go on YouTube, and I don't know if you guys watch Amit Investing. He does his morning market opens and morning or afternoon market closes. And he started talking about Keel. He even took a position in Keel. Then you start seeing analysts come out and talking about Keel. Then you start seeing more YouTubers talking about Keel. Then the CEO starts coming out and coming on retail investor platforms. Then you see them on CNBC. Now they're getting bigger price targets. The community's growing. Like the community has grew 100% since I even started talking about it, which is amazing. Okay, let's see. Example, there is no way on earth AMD cap market is higher than Tesla, but why is their stock price almost double than Tesla? Because it's demand and hype, but that doesn't mean AMD is even making good. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, 100%. Damn ad. You hit the nail on the head. Let's go check back in on the markets, and then I want to go over something else with you guys. So they're pretty much just still staying the same. They're not really moving too much. Let's see here. Is there any names that you guys are in that I can take a look at? I would love to do that. Also, while everybody's here, I do want to go over this. So I just posted a video probably an hour or two ago about so I created a portfolio here. And what this is you can see Heinz Investing Community. So I'm going to start this series on a weekly basis. Every week, I'm going to come out and give updates on this portfolio here. Why isn't it? And so what this is basically the Heinz Investing Community Portfolio, right? Every week when I post a video going over this, you guys can leave comments down in the comments saying, oh, well, I like this company, or, we should add this company into the portfolio, and I'm going to fund it every week. And we are going to build the portfolio from what you guys say. And then, every week we'll keep track of it. And then at the end of the year, we can see, because up here it keeps track. If you beat the S&P 500, you can change this to the QQQs. So this is going to be your guys' portfolio that you guys recommend in the comments at the end of the week on every video. And if you want, what's cool about this is we can go in here. So if we click like rebalance, and I'll get your comment here in just a second, Edgy. So if we go and rebalance, this is what's going to make it fun. So when y'all leave comments in the videos, we can come in here and say, let's just say a stock's doing bad. We don't want, or you guys don't want it anymore. You can say, hey, look, sell high and add something else. We can come in here, add the ticker we want, and we can adjust the weights. I just got everything equal weighted right now just to make things simple. But we can go in here, rebalance the portfolio, add names, take names out, whatever you guys want to do. So this portfolio will be yours. Dean of Dividends, good afternoon, man. Good to see you. But I just thought this would be a fun idea. And the platform's called Pie Trade, and it's really cool. But this, like I said, every week I'll make a video going over the community portfolio. Y'all leave comments down in the videos and of the companies that y'all want in this portfolio. And every week I'll add them in here. If y'all want to adjust the weights, I'll adjust the weights. This is y'all's portfolio. And at the end of the year, we'll see how everybody did. So I just think it's going to be fun. And I will fund this every week, and we will just go from there. And the cool thing about this, platform is if you guys want, you can open an account on Pie Trade and actually invest in the portfolio we make. So if you go to search here and you go to you type in Heinz, God dang it. You type in Heinz right here, it'll pop up and you click in, and then there'll be a little button over here where you can actually invest in this portfolio. So it's basically like the Heinz Community ETF, which is kind of cool. So I thought this platform was really neat, and I wanted to create the portfolio for everybody, and we can keep track of it and see how we do by the end of the year. Holding about 35 to 38,000 shares of Keel. Wish I could. Damn, well, that's a good position. That is a great position. So far in our community portfolio here, I got Rocket Lab, Soluna Holdings, Hive Digital, Keel Infrastructure, Zeta Global, CoreWeave. Wait, why? What do you mean, wait, why what? Let me know what you're talking about. But I have all these names so far, and these are names that I just added just to fund a little bit in here to see if it was going to work. And we'll go from there. But these are the names that I have in there so far. So basically, you guys are going to control this portfolio. I'm just going to fund it and be y'all's portfolio manager. And we'll see at the end of the year how everybody, how the portfolio turns out. I think it's going to be fun and a cool idea. I would like us to buy. Here's the only problem. I can't do options in this portfolio. Yeah, Kramer did, dude. So that's, oh, I hit the wrong one. It's a bit heavy, Dean. It's a bit heavy. But hey, if he's got that much conviction in it, hey, I don't, Keel right now in my portfolio is about 14%, which is a little heavy for me, to be honest. But, it's not going to hurt me if it goes down. Yeah, Brad, don't the spread. Kramer dip come. Dude, I was just saying this in my video that I posted yesterday is if people aren't aware, Jim Cramer has a very bad reputation of calling the top. You know what I mean? Even I remember back in the crypto bull run, the last cycle, everything he would talk about the next day the bottom would fall out. So fortunately, let's look at the Keel price here. I don't think we're seeing a Kramer dip quite yet, which is good. But oh shit, I might have to put it. Yeah, 481, still up almost 2.5% today, which is nice. I'm at 8%. Yeah, see, I was, and then the damn stock fell to like 370, and I had to pick some up, dude. I just had to. I had to. Edgy's bullish. Edgy's bullish. He says, Dean of dividends, 35K shares. If we win big. 100%, dude. That's a huge bet. But we also don't know, how big a portfolio you got it, So 35K shares could be breadcrumbs to you. I don't know. That's a shit ton of shares, though, I will admit. I will admit. Okay. Let's go into here. But while I got the people here, is there any stock that you guys would like me to add into this? We can go ahead and set it up now. We could rebalance it out now and add some in or take some out. It's completely up to you. I know Dean of Dividends, you're here on the videos, basically every video I post. A couple of you guys are. So if y'all want to, if y'all got any companies you want to add into the portfolio, please let me know. And I'll go in here and rebalance right now and we can add them. Or however you guys want to do it. And I'll fund it. Like I said, I'm going to fund this thing every week. I'm excited about it. I've been working on this for about a week and a half now. I've even talked to the guys over at Pie Trade. They're super cool guys. Just to kind of get familiar with the platform. And, some of the stuff they got coming down the road is going to be pretty exciting. So I made a little change from Canon Inc. when it popped. Wonder what's going on with them now. I don't know, man. Canon Incorporated. Is that the mining company? Canon? Is that the mining company? Are they publicly traded? Canon. I used to have a bunch of their miners, actually. Their little home miners, the Canon Avalon 3 Mini. And I had the Avalon Q as well. TSSI. We'll take a look at that. Holy shit. 25-cent stock. 67% year to date. Jesus Christ. So you must have made some money back here then. Back in 2020. Damn, so it was trading for like $2 and ran all the way to what did it run to? $34. Shit. Dude. If you got in it back here, you made out like a fat rat. TSSI. Let's look at TSSI. I wonder if I can pull it up on here. Is that something you want to add to this portfolio, Dean? We can definitely do it, brother. Let's see. TSSI. Oh, shit. I hate the TSSI. Is this it? Corning. I have been looking at Corning. Edgy. I do follow him as well. I watch his videos every day. I do. He's got some very good information. Very good information. Is this the one you're talking about, Dean? Let me know, Dean. I'll add, if you want to add Corning, we'll slap that bad boy in here. This is going to be your contribution to this. Tell me which one. If you want to add TSSI and Corning or just TSSI, you let me know, dude. Whatever you think will make the portfolio, beat the markets by the end of the year. That's the goal of this. I want to see if you guys can beat the markets at the end of the year. And if the portfolio does do well, I'm trying to come up with a unique way to where at the end of it, we can take some of the profits and do something for the community. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I want to do something for you guys if it does well, right? If we're down fucking 50%, you guys might be screwed. But if if we do well, I want to, I'd like to do something for the community. I know Quebec and Canada, as I'm from Canada, I know is not a big site, but the fact the amount of money Amazon or Meta will dump into Canada, 100%, 100%, strippers and blood. Hey, if it was my old self from back in the day, I'd be on it with you. Y'all didn't know I'm a recovering addict, so I'm trying to behave. Besides AI, it could be from financial institution, pharmaceutical, or other things. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Dean, I think I'm going to add in Corning. You say you're heavy in Corning, then you must have some conviction in it. I think I might add it in here. I guess I don't really have to do research. If y'all are bullish on the company, let's see. Oh shit. SMCI is also greatly undervalued in the semi-market recent bull run, with room beginning to get some traction. I have been hearing a lot of things about SMCI. I've heard sketchy shit too, so I have mixed feelings about it. Once Keel signs 3 deals, you will recover just fine. Keel for me is 100%, man. If Keel does great, I'm going to be a happy mofo. But Dean, let me know, dude. I've heard sketchy shit about SMCI, like them doing some sketchy stuff. Some of the guys I follow have talked about it a couple of times. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I haven't looked into them much, but every time that I hear people talk about it, it's either really good or it's really bad. Corning. So I'm trying to decide how I do this. So do I take notes of what you guys want to put in this portfolio and then once a week come in and rebalance it? I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull up a notepad. So we're going to delete this for now, but once a week when I do my video upload, I'm going to rebalance it and add the names that you guys want to put in here. So let me open up a notepad. Oops. Okay. Let me open a new tab. So GLW is one of them. We will get that added in. They had a recent China chips. Yeah, that's what I heard. Like smuggling chips or some shit, if I'm not wrong. Chip smuggling, or I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I got GLW down for the portfolio that we will do the rebalance on next week. Anybody else got any names they would like to add to the subscriber portfolio? Let's go back and check on the markets. So I'm still pretty flat here. Let's go into see some of the stocks that's doing good today. These are the top performers for today. Oh, we also have Intel earnings today as well at 5 p.m. So that's going to be a big indicator also, and they're down 3% today. Yikes. We'll see what happens. Lockheed Martin. Damn, Lockheed Martin's up 10%. Holy cow. HUD 8 Mining up 7%. So HUD 8 is another one I've been wanting to look into. A lot of people have been bringing it up to my attention as well. Are any of you guys in HUD 8 year to date? You're up 156% year to date. HUD 8's on a tear, man. HUD 8 is on a tear. 12 billion revenue, 284 million. Next earnings August 4th. So I think all the little minor companies have earnings around the same time, which is good. Let's see. Let's type in Keel here. So Keel is up 482. Revenue 234 million. Okay, so their earnings is August 11th. Is that right? That don't seem right. I thought it was August 8th. I thought. I thought Keel's was August 8th. Is quantum computing is the next technology we should? So I've been asking myself the same question. APLD is also in the behind. I'll come back to your comment. Behind all jokes aside, I know banks are covering Keel, saying they'll hit 10 once they execute all three deals, but I disagree at that point. Oh, dude. I do too, 100%. If they hit all three deals, I could see Keel over 20. Easy. Over 20. Keel doesn't need the biggest contract, the three deals. People have loyal supporters. What it is for Keel is to just improve themselves. They are real by sign. 100%. And I already think they are real. I already think they really have. They're taking their time and they're really positioning themselves well with their pipeline and with their real estate. APLD. Now, Dean, I have traded LPLD early on. I made some good money on LPLD. I'm actually pretty familiar with Applied Digital. You think we should add Applied to the portfolio, Dean? Let me know. Is quantum computing the next technology? So I have no idea. This is something that I struggle with as well, with quantum computing, because there's so many mixed feelings on it. Like, oh, it's bullshit. One time Jensen, the CEO of NVIDIA, came out and said, it was 15 years away. Then a couple of months later, he was like, oh, quantum's going to be great. So I don't really know what to think. Would it hurt to allocate a little bit to quantum? Probably not, right? Probably not, just to cover your own ass. But we'll see. Prop watch list only. Colorado Oil Company, I know could be bust. They're going through Series F shit at the moment. Waiting to see what kind of oil they are pumping. August 11th earnings, highly risky. Interesting. That's another sector that I'm really trying to dip my toes into, is the energy sector with these smaller companies. So one company that I really have my eye on, and I do hold this company, is Next Decade. They're a pretty small company as well. Let me kind of pull it up here. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with Next Decade at all. So they focus on liquefied and LNG, basically. And they're a pretty small company also, market cap of $2 billion. But they have some really, really promising stuff coming down the pipeline. So that's definitely one to keep your eye on if you're into those kind of names, like in the energy sector and stuff like that. Yes, with APLD. Okay, well, let me add that to my notepad. APLD. Now, Dean, let me get your opinion on something. You can kind of help me brainstorm on this. Should we have a cap on how many names we can hold? Or should we just let it run? Or what are some names in here you would maybe rotate out? That's something that I want the overall community to kind of discuss in the comments and kind of work with each other. I do want to bring this up just in case anybody's interested. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. What the hell? Give me 1 second, fellas. I want to pull this up. I hope this don't crash the fucking computer. Okay, right here. So I'm going to post this in the comments here. I did create a Discord. If any of y'all are interested, I'm still new to this. If any of y'all are willing to come join the community and be early supporters in the Discord, I would highly appreciate it. That's awesome. Trying to build a cool core community here. People that are truly interested about learning about investing, truly interested about, just the overall markets as a whole, right? Just finding new companies, digging into new stuff. That's what I'm all about. That's what I like to do. And I'm just trying to start a community. And if y'all want to, please feel free to come join. I'm glad to have you. But going back to this, should we have a cap on how many stocks we can hold, or should we just, when people ask for a company to get put in here, we just put it in there and let it ride and just put it on equal weight? Or should we, that's something we need to discuss and kind of figure out in the coming weeks to see how we want to go about doing things, because there's so many different avenues we could go down. Edgies, you came in the Discord, dude. Come on. Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you, man. You're the man. You're my first member. I literally just created it today. So here in North Carolina, we're having a big freaking rainstorm. So I'm off of work. So I'm just been doing a little bit of work here. There should be an analyst. There should be an analyst done, or it may become saturated. Analysis done. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's why I want to kind of leave it to y'all guys to kind of, if y'all want to rotate out of some shit, rotate out of it. Appreciate you joining, Edgy, man. I really do appreciate that. But we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. I just wanted to start this. I thought it'd be a fun little thing to do with the community, and we'll see where it goes. If it flops, hell, it flops. But I'm really hoping that this catches some traction and we can have some fun with it. I really do. But the cool thing is, you guys can also invest in this if you do create an account on PieTrade. You're able to actually like divest directly into the ETF, which is kind of cool. Maybe a market cap starting point. What do you mean? Like a minimum? Like the company needs to have a minimum market cap to even be included? Is that what you mean? I'm glad you're here, man. Help me, think about it, because I've been. But don't forget TikTok, your flow of speech when it comes to. I've tried TikTok in the past. Yeah, minimum market cap. Well, yeah, what do you think it should be, Dean? What do you think it should be? I've tried TikTok, man, but I enjoy the long form stuff better. I understand. I'm just not good at making TikToks. I'm not good at short form content. I know it might be easier, but I'm just not good at it at all. You know what I mean? I'm just not. maybe eventually down the road, if the channel gets big enough and I get some help or whatever, maybe I'll start pushing out some TikToks and stuff. But I just I just really want to focus on YouTube and grow this community and kind of see where we can get it, because I really enjoy doing this stuff a lot. I really want to invest in my setup. I know I make a lot of my videos from the damn car or the truck, but that's just kind of my style, right? I just have my own style. I like the realism. I'm not just posted up in a fancy ass studio preaching the same kind of slop a lot of people do. It's just everything. Every video that I make comes from right off my mind. There's no scripts, right? I'm just speaking straight to you guys, and that's kind of how I want the flow of the channel to be. I don't want it to be all this, fancy smancy fake shit, right? I just want it to be real, to the point, straight off of the heart, straight off of the mind, and nothing like dressed up to impress people. None of this clickbaity shit. I just can't stand all that. YouTube's full of it. And I just think the space needs a little bit of realness. And that's, really where I'm trying to come in and just keep it that way. I'm not into all that fancy shit. And so far, quite a few people respect it. A lot of y'all have supported me so far, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. Greatly appreciative. Keel trade 3.5%. Anything else you guys want to cover? Anything else you guys want to cover? And Dean, I really appreciate you helping me, man. I really appreciate you helping me bring. If you want to hop into the Discord, Dean, that would be great. It'd be great to have a good mind in there alongside of us to help me kind of brainstorm everything. Naveen has come in as well. And after I end the stream, I'll hop in the Discord and conversate with you guys. I got to jam out, catch up with you. Love the thank you, Dean, man. I really appreciate it. Sure, I'll check. If you do hop into the Discord, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's nothing fancy right now. I just started it. So I'd appreciate it if you join. But we'll see you later, Dean, man. You have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot. Stargate, what's up, brother? What is up? So anyway, if anybody's new here, if any of y'all are subscribers and y'all want to contribute to the community portfolio, what this is y'all mention names in the comments. I put them in this portfolio and fund it. And at the end of the year, we see how it turns out, right? We see how it turns out. There probably will be a minimum market cap included. But if I do that, I might have to take Soluna out, because Soluna is a very small market cap. It's like a $250 million market cap, which I'm bullish on Soluna, right? I'm bullish on Soluna. Soluna is doing some cool shit. I do have to say, Soluna is doing some cool shit. And it all goes back to you guys. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't even looked in Soluna, right? I wouldn't have never even looked at Soluna at all. At all. But so far, the names we're going to add into it next week are Corning and Applied Digital, which are some good names. Really good names. Trying to think if there's anything else we could look at before I run. Market's still sitting around the same spot. Let's see what crypto's doing. Bitcoin 64,000. Ethereum. Oh wow, Ethereum's down. Do any of y'all hold crypto? Any of y'all invest in crypto at all? Ethereum's down 3%. Where's Solana? I do hold a little bit of crypto. The only cryptos I hold, though, are Ethereum and Solana. Those are really the only two that I really care about. I do hold a little bit of Bitcoin, too, but not much. Solana, wow. Solana's down 2.5%. I'm very bullish on Solana, though. Stargate, great channel. Hey, man, I'm glad. Me too. I'm glad you're here watching. Like I was telling people, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd just be sitting here talking to nobody. So I'm highly grateful for everybody that watches these videos. Everybody. Let's see. And let me know if y'all do invest in crypto. I was in crypto for a pretty good while, and I could make some crypto content as well if y'all are into that. But if y'all ain't into it, I don't really want to make the content and it just sit there and not get any kind of views. So, but y'all be sure, the people that are in here now, y'all be sure to go watch that video I just posted a couple hours ago about the subscriber portfolio, and leave some comments down in there about some companies you would like to add to the portfolio. I really want to get some engagement in this and really want this to catch traction, because I think it would be very fun to do throughout the year. Very fun to do. So y'all go hit that up. Oh, I wonder where silver's at. Shit. So silver. Oh wow, silver's almost down 4% today. Whoa. Gold. Goes down 2%. So I'll tell you what, man, this Iran shit's really got people fucked up. I suggest people invest in Intel, which is a real value compared with AMD. Could be. I don't hold crypto, Bitcoin, but I buy covered call ETFs, MSTE, and use the distributors to buy more stock. Hey, everybody's got their own way for sure. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people don't hold crypto. I will say, it's gotten a lot more traction here lately. But a lot of people just don't fuck with crypto. And I understand it's so volatile, right? Yes, there's a lot of money to be made if you if you are familiar with the 4-year cycle and the Bitcoin halving. But if you're not, like, it's just tough. One thing I want to look at, fear and greed index. Okay, so we've ticked over to fear. We've ticked over to fear. Not very highly fear, but we have, what about crypto? So crypto is about the same spot. Crypto is about in the same spot. So really, we haven't really changed. We haven't really moved. Let's see. Is this the right one, or is this a second? This one looks. Okay, so it's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. So we're in fear. Is it time to deploy some capital? Is it time to buy a little bit of assets? I don't know. Are any of y'all ETF investors, or do y'all just buy stocks? Or you just said you buy covered call ETFs. Do y'all buy any ETFs at all? I know my Roth IRA is mainly ETFs. Let's see. So we're at a 40. Fear and greed. Might have to go deploy some money. We will see. I do want to add this. And I do want to show you guys something. I do want to show you guys something to do with like the Bitcoin cycle. If I can find it. Stock to flow. Which one is it? I don't know if it's this one or not. I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay, yeah, this is it. So going off of the 4-year cycle. So this basically runs off of the halving, right? And you can kind of see how the colors change. So historically, any time that this chart has started to turn in the greenish area was one of the best times to buy Bitcoin. And this is strictly for Bitcoin. This isn't for the crypto as a whole. So anytime this stock goes to touch in the green was historically some of the best times to buy. So I'm just saying, something to look, something to take into account if you are considering buying crypto. Crypto is down. It is in the bear market, but it's coming time to where it could really start turning around, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, that wraps it up. I'm going to wrap up the video here today, or the live stream. I really appreciate y'all coming out. I really appreciate everybody's support. It means so much to me that, you guys are in here commenting and, telling me you like the content. It really does mean a lot. So till next time, we'll see y'all on the next live stream. I will probably post a video tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll kind of post a market close update and see everything that goes on. But again, wrapping up, y'all be sure to go check out my last video I posted about the community portfolio. Y'all leave comments down in that video and let me know some companies you want to add to the portfolio. I'll be glad to add them. I'll post a video once a week, and we will rebalance this thing out once a week. At the end of the year, we'll see how you guys do. But other than that, we'll take one more quick look at Keel before we leave. So Keel is still up about 3.2%. Not too shabby there, because we were just under $4, a week ago. So anyway, guys, that wraps up my live stream for today. Really appreciate everybody for stopping by. Really appreciate all the good insight and all the good, chat in the comments. Really appreciate it. So we'll see you on the next one. Everybody be safe. Have a good rest of your week. We got one more day to go until the weekend. So y'all have a good one.